Hey everyone, this is Nir Bashan, author of the Creator Mindset, a McGraw-Hill book. I am very, very happy to have fellow McGraw-Hill authors, Paolo Lombardi and Adam Berk here. They published a book called Startup Program Design, and this book is super comprehensive. Look at that. That is a lot of goodness in there. Guys, I'm so happy that you're on the McGraw-Hill Coffee Break Show. Welcome to the show, Adam.
Good to be here.
Welcome to the show, Paulo.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here.
All right, cool. So we're going to start with you, Paulo. Why this book and why now?
So it is a book about how to design accelerators, incubators, or hackathon series, or any kind of that stuff in corporate environments. So government or large corporations. And there's been a lot of fuss about this stuff in the last 15 years, and people have tried many different things. It was about time that we or somebody attempted to put some order in that creativity mess and make it more accessible to creators. So we try to put, like something in black and white about our experience, but not only. We interviewed well over 100 experts worldwide, and we tried to get lessons learned from everyone crunched into just 472 pages.
Love it. Yeah, 472 pages of goodness. Adam, this one is for you. Aren't most people under the assumption that startups are just organic? They're just coming together like the breathe, man. They're organic. You don't need a structure. You don't need a book. They just happen. What do you say to people like that?
I'm glad you asked. So that's actually the whole point of the book is that, and it's funny because we wanted to figure out where's the line of this book. Is the line between internal innovation and external innovation? Is it between search and execute? Is it corporate? Is it government? And we sort of came together. It's this partnership. It's this engagement. So the line is inside and it's a two-sided marketplace, if you will. So the whole point is that yes, we're not trying to take the chaos out of startups. We're trying to take that chaos and help corporates and governments and NGOs, some of the people solving the biggest problems in the world, sort of bottle that chaos. Or it's sort of leaning into the chaos and not trying to do away with it. So we're basically saying to sort of chief innovation officers and corporate strategy and government programs who have this innovation arm, you can do it internal. So we have this, we've sort of reverted back to the build, buy, or partner. And building it's really hard. Building pure innovation, building startups, like you said, are hard because of that exact reason. Okay. And buying startups is usually too late, and maybe it's not appropriate for NGOs. And I mean, it gets so our whole entire thesis: partner with startups, partner with them early on for the reasons that your organization decides on, and learn how. That's another main thesis of the book. Like, we're going to teach you how to not fight that chaos and to deal with it. That's foreign to a lot of corporates and governments and NGOs. So that's literally the entire point of the book. So that's why I'm rambling and giving you three different answers. Yes, of course, startups are messing. Now, on the other hand, when I'm coaching startups, there's also a side answer there that they could use some structure as well. But as far as who's the audience here is the chief strategy officer, the chief innovation officer, someone whose job it is to design these programs. And for them, the thesis is, yeah, you're taking the right startups in the earth and using them for specific jobs. And yeah, don't fight the fact that they're messy. Use that to your advantage.
Love it. This is something that you can enact, and it's something that's worthwhile. Now, Paulo, I'm just looking at this book, right? You guys have diagrams in here and charts. I mean, this is no theory, right? This is all about like doing, right? This is the act of putting something together here. Why did you guys take that approach? Why not just write a big theoretical book without these wonderful diagrams and stuff like that? Why choose to write a physical manual, a how-to?
Well, we want to empower other people to do things right. Not that we have a formula, actually. The idea of the book is you have to find your own formula because every context is different, and we don't have a formula that applies to everyone. And we come from design thinking, lean startup. Yeah, exactly. And we like visualizing stuff. We That was actually very useful for us until we started drawing. We couldn't really wrap our head around the concepts that we were after. So we thought we need to draw into the book. Like put these drawings into the book to help others on the same path.
Cool. I love it. Adam, how did this book make us more creative? I love creativity. How do we get more creative from something like this?
So I think we covered something on that in the first answer, is that, the startups are the messiness, internal innovation. Corporates and governments were designed to execute and, to sort of stick to the plan. Plans are useless, but planning is essential. So in a sense, rather than trying to force creativity, and this is not to say that corporates aren't creative, but rather than try to force, you see a lot of internal incubators, a lot of internal accelerators. Corporate venture capital is sort of the first segue into going external. I don't want to say you're outsourcing creativity, because that's not fair. But the short answer is, you're sort of open innovation. I'll throw out some buzzwords: crowdsourcing, open innovation. You're opening up the creativity, and rather than fighting startups and their messiness, you're embracing them for what they do best. Creativity, obviously, agility, speed. These are all things that startups bring to the table. Corporates and governments bring other assets in terms of scale and reach and structure and learning management. So that's our answer. We're sticking to it. That there's nothing wrong. Corporates are not inherently uncreative, but there is a known thing here that, this search versus execution, or internal innovation units, they're hard. And that's a problem to be solved, and the solution to that problem is startups.
Love it. My guests today are Adam Berk and Paolo Lombardi, who published the book called Startup Program Design, a practical guide for creating corporate accelerators and incubators at any organization. A fantastic read. Thank you, Adam and Paolo, for being on the show today.
Thanks to you.